But back in the old days, we had the sort of the lineage goes, you had Kronos and Rhea, where it's sort of the parents of the gods. And this I think at least that matches Hesiod and the later Greeks. But Kronos is the one that was very jealous of his children and would eat them.
Hmm.
And Rhea was very sad and sort of despairing that her husband had been eating all of their children. And so she protects Zeus and she hides him away in a cave. And then in traditional storytelling, Zeus comes back, kills Kronos, slits open his belly, rescues all his brothers and sisters, and they go on to become the Olympian gods. In this story, Zeus and Rhea, they go off to a cave in that fucked up way that gods and goddesses do. Zeus and Rhea have sex. They have a child. That child is Persephone. Then Zeus and Persephone have sex. Their child is Zagreus-Dionysus.
Hmm.
So within this lineage, you have Kronos as sort of the overarching ruler of the gods, who is replaced by Zeus, and Dionysus is seen as the coming replacement of Zeus. Like he's going to be the next overlord of the gods,
Hmm.
to the point that when he is born, he goes up to Olympus and he climbs up on Zeus's throne and he's grabbing the lightning bolts and he's like waving them around. I just see this image of like this little toddler kid waving around these lightning bolts. And this sort of implies that he's there to eventually he's going to grow into Zeus's place, which
Hmm.
doesn't seem to bother Zeus as far as from what I could tell.
Hmm.
But um, the Titans come and they kidnap baby Dionysus. Maybe they lure him away or something, but they kidnap him and they take him and they roast him and they chop him up and they eat him.
Hmm.
And so here we have sort of the first example of something being torn sort of limb from limb, the head being ripped off, the arms being ripped off. So Pentheus. Later, hopefully, we get into Orpheus. I want to bring Orpheus into this as well. But you have in this original Dionysus, he's torn apart and eaten by the Titans, who are symbolic of the wild forces of nature that were ruling the world before the gods even got there.
Hmm.
So I think maybe Kronos and Rhea were considered Titans. I'm not sure. They were sort of the
I think
parents
so.
of
Yeah.
all the gods. But so this would be sort of just the wild forces. They come and they tear Dionysus apart, which I think we all have had an experience of something beautiful and divine in our life that was sort of torn apart by random circumstance and sort of just natural unfolding of the world. So perhaps we can relate. But in this case, Zeus gets real mad, understandably, because here's his basically his heir has been treated like an animal, roasted on the fire and eaten for pleasure. So he comes down with his lightning bolts and he kills the Titans, zaps them. They kind of explode. And